Oh, I'm on the wrong stream. Shit. This is the intro sound. Oh yeah. I'm gonna do an intro sound. There we go. There we go. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to be relatively quick because I need to go and watch Spider-Man soon, but I thought I'd do a stream at some point today because I very much wanted to. And it is more of a cursory warning, this one, than it is a here's a little bit of solid news, because Leeds United have been reportedly offered Rafa Leao. Now, this is where things fall into the category of what is transfer news and what is agent chatter. Before I get into all that, by the way, just subscribe to the channel and like the stream. That one's down here somewhere. Yeah, that'd be good. Thank you very much. But there is a fundamentally massive difference between agent chat and actual transfer news, with one of them being firmly more solid and the other being effectively advertising, effectively putting your player in the shop window. And the Rafa Leao link, which seems to have come from essentially nowhere, is definitely within that sort of agent talk, advertising, you're marketing your player category. I know, it's an incredibly weird link, but I thought I'd do a little bit of a stream sort of discussing why these things happen, and it's mainly because the agent wants to get a little bit of a discussion going. And yeah, I thought I'd sort of cover the fact that the world of transfers is swimming in bullshit, and it's probably best for us to be completely aware of that and not actually leaning into it. So, the general, that's nice link. It's fine. It's okay. We're okay. You can breathe. At the end of the day, James Trafford's still gonna come. It's fine. But with the Leao thing, got a bit distracted there. It's a case of, effectively, his agent has passed on a little bit of news that Leeds United were offered the signing of Rafa Leao. Now, a lot of people will read this and go, oh, Leeds United have been linked with signing Rafa Leao, which a lot of people have actually gone with. I've taken a distinct... Right, Slink, calm the fuck down, please. Thank you. A lot of people have gone and written their own articles around the sort of Rafa Leao stuff, going, oh, Leeds United have been linked with Rafa Leao. Leeds United linked with move for Portugal international or X amount of goals striker, or all this kind of nonsense. And we need to remember, please, if you leave this stream with one thing, you could leave right now and I would be fine with it if you remember the one thing. If it's fucking nonsense. There is absolutely nothing behind the Rafa Leao thing. So, the sort of core of it was either Team Talk or TalkSport or one of those. It said Talk in the name. Effectively said that the agent has offered a signing of Rafa Leao to Leeds United. It at no point says anything about what Leeds United did in response. There was a vast chance that Leeds United in response just went, no, we don't particularly need him at all. Because why would we? Because at the moment we're looking for someone that can potentially play on the inside as a 10. That's not really hugely Leao's game. It can be from time to time. Yeah, he's a left winger as well, but the finances on that would be frankly obscene. So it's never going to happen. He would be an incredibly expensive purchase in the first place, and his wages would be through the roof. But people are using it as an opportunity to get clicks going, to get a little bit of ad revenue going, to get all this kind of stuff going. So I figured I would do a little bit of a stream to go, actually, no, the direct opposite of that. It would do incredible numbers if I were to do a video going, Leeds are in pursuit of Rafa Leao. But I would rather go, it's not happening, lads. It would be such a stupid move. And it's not really fitting what Leeds are doing at all in the slightest. So just thought I'd sort of cover that one off. And yeah, would prefer side El Mala. El Mala would be probably a better signing for us than Leao. It would at least fit something that we're doing. But whether that happens or not, you never know. More chance of signing Harry Kane. Maybe more chance of Raphael and Donatello. There we go. That's your challenge for this stream, everyone. I will be moving on to the various other bits and bobs of news, but I just thought I'd sort of cover that bit to begin with. But whilst the stream is ongoing, my challenge to you is name various players that Leeds United are more likely to sign than Rafa Leao, and they don't even need to necessarily be players. It could be Waluigi. It could be whoever you want. Let's get a little bit creative and think of various people that we are vastly more likely to sign than Rafa Leao, because that one is not going to happen. I'm doing all right, thank you, Russ. I hope you're well as well. But there is a little bit of an actual rumour that is worthy of discussing, a little bit of actual conversation that we could potentially take a little bit of a deep dive into. And that one, in particular, more chance of signing Admiral Nelson, Ryan Kent, Joe Blackburn, Joe Lynch, Roy of the Rovers. There's plenty of options, you know. But there is an actual potential move on the cards for a Leeds United player that is potentially going the other way, outwards rather than inwards, because there's been a little bit of floating conversation going on, specifically surrounding Sebastian Bornau, because Hamburg have let Lukas Vuskovic go. Not Lucas, which is completely fine. Slink, chill out. We're okay. Calm. It's fine. Brent said we'd sign someone by 9 tonight. Any idea who that could be? It'll be Trafford. So Hamburg are on the search for a centre-back themselves, and they are on a search for a centre-back that is going to be affordable for them, because, again, the Bundesliga, not the most flushed with cash, which is, that makes a lot of sense. After all, the German league, lower viewership than the Premier League, that's all completely all right. Beyond that, they're looking for someone that is potentially not the happiest at their club, and there's an easy argument to see why that would be the case with Sebastian Bornau. And they're also looking for people with experience of playing at a good level, because they're looking for someone that is going to be consistently there for them, which all of that points in the general direction of someone like Sebastian Bornau. Now, there's no numbers sort of floating around in terms of how much it would cost them. There's no numbers floating around in terms of what we would expect to receive from it. But in terms of those numbers, it wouldn't be colossal. It would be, we're looking to make a little bit of a profit on his book value. Nothing too extreme now. I can't remember what we paid for him, but I couldn't see it being higher than sort of a £5 to £8 million kind of thing. Basically, I don't know how I feel about the case of Bornau. Costs us around $4 million, won't get anything like him for under 20. I think you will. I think there's a lot of talented centre-backs around, and to say that we wouldn't get anyone anywhere near Bornau's level for under 20 is a stretch, but I mean, it's fair enough. It's what you think, you know? But I'm not entirely sure. I'm going to do it this way. If you think we would be fine enough letting Bornau go, so yes to a move, pop a 1 in the chat. If you think it would be a very, very bad move that we absolutely shouldn't go anywhere near, pop a no in the chat and a 0. Yeah, 0 is no, 1 is yes, and it's on the question of letting Bornau go, because I think that could be a quite interesting little bit of discussion. And I don't really know what the general consensus is on it, because I don't really know what my opinion is on it. Not a 2, Danny. 1 or 0. That's alright, Slink. We got 3 zeros, we got 2 1s, we got Danny with a 2. We got Nigel on 0, Cumbrian on 0. It seems to be in the direction of not a move, which I'm sort of fine with. But it's one of those weird sort of conversations where it's like, well, you could probably get a replacement for not too much money, so I don't really see it being that much of a problem. But I get the point. Like, it just adds another player that we would effectively need to replace, and that's not really something that you really want to do. And you don't want to add more work to what is already a fairly busy window where you've got a lot of stuff to do. So I kind of understand that. How can we let players go when it takes us months to bring any in? Counterpoint, it took us 2 days to get Muharemovic through the door, if I remember right. It was incredibly quick. A lot of people look at like the moves that are taking longer and they go, look, it takes forever. Not really, because Muharemovic was click your fingers, he's in through the door. Last summer, a lot of it was click your fingers, a player that you've heard about yesterday is in through the door. I think we have quicker turnarounds than a lot of people give us credit for, which is ultimately beneficial for the club because it means that we are ultimately pushing in the right direction and making the signings that we need to make. But it does harm the morale because people tend towards being sort of mad at things. Hold on, I'll be 1 second. I just need to check something. Right, okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. That was a little bit of chaos. So, where's the face cam? There's the face cam. Is that the right face cam? No. Why is everything going wrong? I don't know. But diving back into things, I might have to end a little bit sooner than I expected. Sorry about that. Summarising, because I don't have time to do the full ass stream now because various reasons and bits and bobs. Leao, not a thing. Bornau, potentially on the way out, but there is a player that Leeds United have just been linked with. That will potentially be the video that I do tomorrow morning as a little bit of a diving into stuff because actual news is currently a little bit on the rare side. Leeds United are reportedly also chasing a Real Betis midfielder, which is sort of interesting. I saw a note on this yesterday, which was quite fun, but whether or not that will actually be the case is yet to be seen. I'll do a little bit more research into it a little bit later, but we will see. I think you said yesterday if we went into the season with the squad we have right now, you'd be happy. I think if we have a bad injury to DCL, we're in trouble. I agree. Like, I think if we went into the season with the squad we've got right this very moment, we would ultimately be sort of fine, but obviously it's not the ideal. It's less that I would be happy with this squad and more that I would be roughly content with this squad. It's obviously like not like an overwhelming, yes, brilliant, fantastic, we're getting everything done, but it's more of it's not a disaster if we go into the season with what we've got at the moment, because I think the thing that we needed to do was, this is assuming that Trafford does come in through the door, which it seems like he will do, but the things that we needed to do were the goalkeeper issue, which is now being solved, and the wing/10 issue, which is also now being solved. So I think on those fronts it's sort of fine. Right, anyway, various baby things are going on, so I'm going to have to run off. I might do another stream later if I can. That would be ideal, but I'm not 1,000% sure. Anyway, I'm going to dip. If you enjoyed the stream, please pop a like on it. I'm sorry for it being significantly shorter than normal. That was completely unexpected. Subscribe if you're not yet. Become a channel member. All that fun kind of stuff. Again, sorry for the short one. Hope you all enjoyed. I also love this community. Thank you, Mr. B. I do my best to keep it like a healthy group. But anyway, hope you all enjoy. And I will see you later. Toodaloo. Also, the Trafford deal is definitely happening. That's not one that is really a doubt, but I understand your fear. Anyway, toodaloo.